Before we start anything, let's think about how we can solve this question. Let's take the integral of sine to the power of 6x as capital I. Then we need to find this capital I value. First, we need to convert the integral of sine to the power of 6x to sine to the power of 4x. To get this result, we can use the integration by parts method. We can write sine to the power of 6x as sine to the power of 5x times sin x. Then we can give priority to sin x term and use sin x term for integration and sine to the power of 5x term for differentiation. Then we can simplify and get 5 over 6 times integral sine to the power of 4x. Similarly, we can represent integral sine to the power of 4x as capital J. And using integration by parts method, we can obtain 3 over 4 times integral sine squared x. Finally, using the equation sine squared theta equals 1 minus cos 2 theta over 2, we can find integral sine squared x. Clear? Let's jump into the question. Let's take the integral of sine to the power of 6x as capital I. Sine to the power of 6x value we can write as sin x times sine to the power of 5x. Then to simplify this integral, we can use integration by parts method. We can give priority for sin x term. Integral of sin x we can write as minus cos x. Then we can write sin x to the power of 5 term as it is. Minus integral minus cos x times now differentiation of the sin x to the power of 5. Sin x to the power of 5 differentiation we can write as 5 times sin x to the power of 4 times cos x. Then we can substitute upper limit and lower limit for minus cos x times sin x to the power of 5. First one upper limit pi over 2 minus second one lower limit 0. Minus sign and phi value are constant. So we can bring these value outside of the integral. Then we can write plus 5 integral sine to the power of 4x cos x times cos x value we can write as cos squared x. Cos pi over 2 mean cos 90 degree. It is equal to 0. Sin pi over 2 mean sin 90 degree. It is equal to 1. Cos 0 equals 1. Sin 0 equals 0. Then we can write minus 0 times 1 to the power of 5 minus within bracket minus 1 0 to the power of 5. Plus 5 times integral sine to the power of 4x times instead of cos squared x we can write 1 minus sine squared x. Then we can write I equals 0 minus 0 plus 5 integral. Now we can remove the brackets and get the result sine to the power of 4x minus sine to the power of 6x. Then we can consider integral sign separately. Instead of integral sine to the power of 6x, we can substitute capital I. After that, we can remove the brackets. Then we have I equals 5 integral sine to the power of 4x minus 5i. Then we can write I plus 5i equals 5 times integral sine to the power of 4x. I plus 5i value we can get as 6i. Then we can subject I value as 5 over 6 integral sine to the power of 4x. Let's take the integral of sine to the power of 4x as capital J. To simplify this integral, we can use the integration by parts method. Sine to the power of 4x value we can write as sin x times sin cube x. We know integral of the sin x, so we can give priority for sin x term. Integral of sin x equal minus cos x. We can write sin x cube term as it is. Then minus integral minus cos x times. Now differentiation of the sin x cube. Differentiation of the sin x cube value we can write as 3 times sin x squared times cos x. Now we can substitute upper limit and lower limit for minus cos x times sin x cube terms. First one, upper limit pi over 2 minus second one, lower limit 0. Minus sign and three values are constants. So we can bring these values outside of the integral. Then we can write plus 3 integral sin squared x times cos x value we can write as cos squared x. Then we can write minus 0, 1 cube minus minus 1, 0 cube plus 3 times integral sin squared x. Instead of cos squared x value, we can write 1 minus sin squared x. After that, we can get j equals 0 minus 0 plus 3 times integral. We can remove the brackets and get the result sin squared x minus sin to the power of 4x. Now we can consider integral sign separately. After that, instead of integral sin to the power of 4x value, we can substitute capital J. We can remove the brackets and get the result j equals 3 times integral sin squared x minus 3j. Then we can write j plus 3j equals 3 times integral sin squared x. J plus 3j value we can get as 4j. Then we can subject j value as 3 over 4 integral sin squared x. Let's take the integral of sin squared x value as capital K. We know sin squared theta value we can write as 1 minus cos 2 theta over 2. Using this equation, we can write sin squared x value as 1 minus cos 2x over 2. Denominator value 2 is a constant. So, we can bring 1 over 2 value outside of the integral. After that, we can consider integral sign separately. First one, integral 1 minus second one, integral cos 2x. Integral 1 value we can get as x. Integral cos 2x value we can get as sin 2x over 2. After that, we can substitute upper limit and lower limit for these answers. First one, x value. Upper limit pi over 2 minus lower limit 0. Second one, sin 2x over 2. Upper limit pi over 2 minus lower limit 0. Sin pi means sin 180 degree. Sin 180 degree equals 0. Sin 0 equals 0. Then we can write half times within bracket pi over 2 minus 0 minus 0. Then we can get the final answer as pi over 4. Let's substitute this value for our capital I value. Then we can write capital I value as 5 over 6 times 3 over 4 times pi over 4. After that, we can cancel out numerator value 3 and the denominator value 6. Then we can get the final answer as pi over 32.